Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing an updated foundation routine. I think I posted a video like this in February. It may have actually been my first video I ever posted. But I've got a lot of new products, and last time I did like an everyday foundation thing, so today is going to be like a more full coverage look. Yeah, that's the plan for today, trying to keep everything short and sweet so we can have a nice little video for a change. Before we get started on today's video, let me just introduce myself really quick for the new people. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Jade, and I'm really excited that you guys are here watching my video. Hopefully you learned something since you're sitting here watching it right now. And if you're a previous subscriber just watching these videos, thanks so much for watching. You know I always appreciate you guys and your support that you give me. So without further ado, let's get the intro rolling and get started on today's video. Okay, so to start today's video off, I have just primed my face with the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer. Okay, so now that we have primed our face, I'm going to go in with the Tarte Shape Tape Matte Foundation, and this is in the color Medium Honey. And then I'm going to mix that with the L'Oreal True Match Lumi, and this is in the shade N5. And I'm just going to put 2 pumps of that on my hand, and then take a dampened beauty blender. This is just the Morphe contour sponge, and dip into that foundation on my hand, and then start going in where I put that Tarte Shape Tape foundation. When you're doing this, you want to make sure that you are pressing into the skin and that you're not swiping, because then you'll leave streaks on your face. Now that our foundation is complete, I'm going to go in with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and this is in the color Light Neutral. And I'm going to put this underneath the eyes, down the center of the nose, right here on the chin, and also on the forehead. And that was just from one time of me picking it up out of the bottle. You don't, with this concealer especially, you don't have to go back in the bottle and do it again. And then I'm going to use the same beauty blender that I used before and just go in and start pressing this into the skin. I also take this concealer onto the eyelid just because this helps prep your eyelids, but if you have an eyelid primer that you like better than this, of course use that. Okay, so now that we have our foundation and our cream concealer down, I don't use any more cream products, so I'm going to go ahead and powder my face and set it. If you do use like a cream contour or blush or highlight or whatever, you need to put this on now, because once you start mixing cream and powder and then you put cream over top of pat, then it's just going to start getting really cakey on your face. So make sure that you get all of your cream products done before you start powdering. I'm going in with the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Powder. This is in the shade N3. And I'm just going to take a big fluffy brush and just start pressing this onto the skin. And I don't want to sweep again because you don't want to move that product around. So I'm just pressing down here. Wherever I put that foundation, I'm going to go in with this and set it. So I avoided the under eye area because I'm actually going to set that with a different shade, because I don't want my face looking flat as it does right now. I actually want to go in with a lighter shade than what I use on my face powder. So I'm going to go in with the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and I'm going in with this second shade right here, which is like a banana type shade. And I'm going in with just a domed Morphe brush. These don't have numbers because they came in a set, so unfortunately I can't give you the number of the brush, but it's just like a domed kind of dense brush. And I'm just going to tap into that shade and then just stick right here underneath the eye and just start patting that down. And again, I'm always patting, I'm never swiping, because it's just going to move that cream product underneath and not give you the coverage that you want. On this step, you want to make sure that you're not putting too much powder, because that can be where you start becoming cakey. So just start with a little bit and you can add up from there, but you don't want to put too much because then it's going to look weird. So just start with a little and then you can keep adding later. And then I'm also going to go in with this first shade right here in the palette on the other side of the brush, and I'm just going to dip into that very lightly and just set my eyelid. So that way it's ready for eyeshadows. And it won't crease like you're seeing these lines in it right now. That's because I only had concealer and I didn't have any powder on it to set it. So we're going to set those really quick so that we don't see those lines anymore. Okay, so now that we have our face set, I'm going to go in and bronze a little bit. So I'm going to use the Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula, and I'm going in just with a big fluffy, you can use any really kabuki brush that you want. I'm going to go in with this and just tap into that product, and then you want to stick to the perimeter of your face, and this is just to add some color so that you don't look flat and white like I look right now. So unbeknownst to me, my camera decided to just stop working right in the middle of my video. So where I think we left off was I was using the Butter Bronzer to bronze the sides of my face, and then I also went in with, this is the Milani Bronzer XL in all over glow, and this is definitely more of like a bronzy coppery shade, and I don't really like that on my face, so I just went in here and I just kind of drug it down my neck and on my chest, and just to give some summery glow, because this is a very pretty shiny bronzer and I definitely like to use it. So I went in with that, and then I did some contouring. So I went in with the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and I am going to mix these two shades, the first one and the second one, and I'm going in on a Morphe M530 brush, and it's small enough to help you with the contour if you're relatively new at it. So I dip into both of those shades, and then I'm just going to start drawing a line, focusing on going from the tip of the ear to the center or to the corner of my mouth, and I'm going to stop about halfway, maybe a little bit less than halfway down, and just taking those two shades, I just go in and start drawing a little line like this, and then I will start to buff it out towards my hairline. And then I'm going to take those same two shades on the same brush and just go on my forehead just slightly. I don't have a huge forehead, so I don't really focus too much on this. However, if you have a 5 head, this would be your best friend. It just helps bring the size of your forehead down. It kind of gives that illusion that it's a little bit smaller. I keep looking over here because I didn't notice last time that it cut off, and so I don't want it to cut me off again this second time. And so then I'm going to take whatever is left on this contour brush and just go here underneath my chin. Because if you're like me and you get a little bit of a double chin problem, this will actually help sculpt your face out this way, and then you also had your contour on the cheekbones coming down, or below the cheeks coming down this way, so it just kind of helps, it helps shape your face, it helps to take that roundness away a little bit. And so after that I went in and did some blush, and I am using, you can hear everything I'm dropping, I am using an angled blush brush by Morphe. Again, I don't have the number because it was actually in the set that I did a review on in my previous video. So I'm going to go in with the Morphe Blush Trio. This is in Pop of Coral. It's really cute. It comes with 3 different shades. We have more of a light pinky shade here, a deeper color here, and then a bright shimmery shade in the middle. These two are matte, this one is shimmer. So I'm going to mix the 2 matte shades because I'm not huge on blush. I'm going to mix the 2 matte shades on this brush here, dipping into both of them, tapping it off, and then just kind of, I do focus most of the blush right here on the cheeks, but I have big cheeks anyways, so I actually like to bring that blush out and kind of move it into my contour a little bit so that it's not just, you're not focused right here and I kind of look like a doll sometimes. So we're just adding some color right here onto our cheeks and bringing it out. And if that blush is too intense for you, or you accidentally added too much color or something like that, you can actually go in with a beauty blender and just kind of soften it out. You can just tap it and just soften that color up just a little bit. And so now for highlight, I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. highlighter brush, and I'm going to take the Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighting powder in Precious Petals and just take a little bit of that on my brush and focus it right here, blending it on top of the blush, but trying to keep it more back here and less. You don't want to bring it really close to the center of the face here, because then that can just kind of give you an odd look. You want to be able to see it when you turn your head and the light hits it just right. So just trying to keep it higher than the blush and off to the side. And then I'm also going to put some of that above my eyebrows, on the tip of my nose, and on the cupid's bow here. Finally, what I do, because I have not done my brows or my eyeshadow or anything like that, take some translucent powder, and this is the NYX HD Studio Finishing Photogenic powder. I'm going to use the flat end of this Morphe sponge that I have, and I'm just going to place that directly underneath the eye, because I have a really bad problem of my under eye wanting to crease because I produce a lot of oil right here. So this is just going to help you to almost bake your face a little bit. And you can do this before or after you put your highlight. If you want the highlight to be more intense, I would suggest doing this step before highlight. And so I'm just going to let that sit and bake there while I do my eyeshadow. And I'm going to do my eyeshadow, my lashes, my lips, and everything off camera, and we will come in and film our outro later. So I will be right back. And we are back, guys. I just went and I did my eyeshadow and my lashes and my lipstick and everything else, the boring stuff that doesn't go on with a foundation routine. But if you guys are curious, I actually filmed another video while I was doing that. So if you're curious how I got this eye look, I will actually link the video down below. Hopefully that video will go up. If you don't see the link yet, that means it's not up yet. But hopefully that video will go up a couple of days after this one. I'm shooting to have 2 videos uploaded this week. I'm going to finish this with the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. I'm just going to spray that on there really good. As always on this channel, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, whatever else, if you have anything that you want to talk to me about, the best way to do it is to leave me a comment down below, and I will answer any comment that you put down. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you really like this video and you like me, go subscribe to my channel. You can hit the button right down below and it'll take you there. That way you can get a notification whenever I do upload another video. But otherwise, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you next time. The Tarte Shape Tape Mount. So now that we have our face primed, I'm going to start on foundation, and I am going to use the Tarte Shape Tape Matte, Jade, matte. I just took 8 minutes, 8, to record my intro. Yeah, this is gonna be fun. Alright.